All right, guys. So, in this beautiful E3 now with the lovely Jay, and girl, look at this thing. This thing is pretty hot, I gotta say. In the red, E3 as well, and big deal when it's got the 3 at the end. None of this E2 garbage. We got the E3 lad, like EDI track apps, my absolute favorite, and only the E3 got them. So it is always pretty special that you got the last one. Listen, this thing. Now, Jay, run us through quickly because we've got obviously the LS3 up front.
Yep.
But you have done some work to this thing because the noise is on point.
Yeah. So I got this done by JJ's Performance up in Ballarat.
Yep.
He's worked on some nice big skid cars like Lynchy, really out of this world, and he's out all the way out in Ballarat. So it was a nice drive out there, but kind of gave it to him. Was like, look, fix this, because I went to a tuner before and it wasn't a great.
Didn't happen.
Nah, it didn't happen.
Yeah,
it wasn't the best fit for me. And yeah, he's done a really good job with this car. Like, as you can tell, at the lights, I've got a big cam for my stock converter, so it's still in stock converter, but it's holding well, so it's pretty good. She makes about 350 kilowatt.
Yep, healthy street numbers. I think you're saying what, over 1,000 Newton meters?
Yeah. So the G-force is crazy.
Got some torque.
It's nice. Yeah. And I've got Manta exhaust, so from extractors all the way back, 3-inch.
I gotta say, it sounds awesome. Like when you give it a little rev in that, like, oh, it's got some nice pop and crack. I love that personally, and even just the interior. Like, how many K's on this thing? Like, it's.
So I got it at 80,000, and it's just clicked 110.
Wow. So yeah, low K example, and I don't know, guys, how many they actually made of these, but it wasn't a lot. I would guess it's probably like. Max like 200 or something.
Yeah, this one's one of one though, so she's special.
Yes, okay, so we've got sunroof option, in this cream interior with the red paint. Yes. And what wheels we got? We got
20-inch Rapiers.
Yes.
Shadow chrome.
I like the look of those things.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Why we don't make cars like this? Why?
I don't know. Ask Mr. Walkinshaw, man.
Oh man, like. You look at like a car like this, and like this is 2010, eh? So, it's like 15 years old almost. And this is better than any of the new crap they come out with. Like,
you're telling me.
We've gone backwards, people. Like, we've got the pod gauges up here.
Eco-friendly, guys.
Oh, that's it. 100%. And Jay, I gotta ask, like, I know a lot of people be curious, like, why the E3, why HSV? Like, were you always into Aussie cars, or?
Yeah, so at a young age, obviously it started with Fast and Furious, so I was into the Jap cars, but back then, like, I didn't have, like, that figure in my life to kind of teach me what it is. I had to learn either online or through the movies, and Tokyo Drift was my favorite.
I love Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
I know so many people bag out Tokyo Drift, and I actually think it's probably one of the most legitimate like car Fast and Furious. Oh yeah. It's like, it's
100%.
Even though I don't have Paul Walker, but like the car story is just awesome. And in Japan, like, it's a vibe.
I think after that, obviously growing up, I got into muscle cars when I started to see the E3, like the E series of not VE. I'm not a fan of VE. The interior is great, don't get me wrong, but when I started to see the taillights in high school, so back in high school, one of my friends, her dad had a white clubby, and I was like, what is that? And ever since then, I'm like, oh my god, one day. And he'd always drop her off to school and pick her up, and I'm like, oh, I wish. And then every day, like, I'd have them as my wallpaper. Like,
hell yeah.
I'd have like photos saved from like Google. And my little low resolution photos and everything. So it's just,
Yo, it's got some legs. Good old cam in this thing. LS3, It's cool. And the thing that's cool about the Senator too, you know, it was sort of that premium slash clubby slash, you know, it was sort of mixing
It's
the
more
sport
of,
with
I always
premium.
saw this as the luxury sport.
Yeah, but it's not like the Grange, which is too big, and you know, they're very big, those ones.
HSV special boat, they came out with it.
But you still, like, even the back seats, like, they got that nice quality to them. Like, even got TV in the back.
Yeah.
Like
DVD player. It came
player.
with the headphones. They've got
you got the headphones, a player. You keep the kids happy there. It's like
definitely family car.
Oh
especially with a supercharger one day.
Mate, this was peak Aussie family car. Like back when men were men. Like,
men.
This was peak. Like, oh, I know. Love it, man.
Going down to second.
Yo, Jay.
Oh, mate. She loves it.
You're using it how you should, which is good.
Yeah.
That's the way. Now 0 to 100, guys. We're gonna find out what this gets, so no pressure, Jay. When you're ready.
Ready?
Six flat.
Oh.
Not bad. Alright guys, so we're gonna do the wiper test as always. So you gotta pull back, give us a spray. Oh yeah, okay.
Ceramic.
They're not too bad, hey. These wipers ain't too bad. But guys, remember, if you want the best wipers, click the link down below. Use my code ROSS15 off. You get 15% off and free express shipping. So yes, think I can have a drive now?
Of course.
Yeah, let's go.
Can you handle it?
I think so. Let's hope so. Ooh, we're in the driver's seat now. Woo. Look at this. We did also get you a bit of a gift here too. So, as always, guys, we're sponsored by C-Tech, and we're gonna give you, Jay, a C-Tech battery charger. So, obviously, I don't think this is a daily. So, when it's at home, leave it charged up so your battery never dies again.
This is actually really cool. I think I really needed one of these.
They're good. They actually come in handy a lot, you know. When
Thank you.
Yeah. No
Thank
dramas.
you.
No, thanks C-Tech, guys.
Thank you, C-Tech.
Link for them down below as always again. And yeah, let's check out this Senator. It's got some go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it feels so much different when you're in the driver's seat.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Oh.
Yeah, and again, you got the wheels, the color, the sunroof, like the interior's looking good. I gotta say, you know, they pretty much nailed this thing when they came out. Like, it was already a pretty hot car, and like the fact you've just gone in with those subtle mods with the exhaust, the cam, just opened it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's really all you need.
It's like enough.
It's really all you need, especially for a street car. Absolutely. I'll absolutely froth the EDI track apps. Like, every time I get in a car with them, I'm just like, why did not every single car come out with this thing? Like, every FPV should have this. Every 100%. HSV should have this. Like, I want to get that somehow put into my VZ. Like,
can you imagine?
It's just so cool. Like,
just get it, swap it over.
They're legitimately the coolest thing, and especially the E3. Like, they had almost like a little bit more of a retro look to them. Like, the VF one looked a little bit newer. And,
oh, the VF one looks like a computer.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't have that retro vibe.
This one's subtle and it's very like classy. I love it. Yeah. It's enough. good.
It's that tip. It's just that HSV comfort, power, vibe, looks. Like it's just got the package, you know, like. And it's just all them Newton meters, you know, like 1,000 Newton meters of just torque where even at 1,500 revs, you just lay into the pedal and it just starts going. Like you can feel it in the seat too, that rumble.
And when you just flat, it just drops the gear and it goes bang.
Yeah, it is. And you drop it down a bit.
Oh.
It's got a good sound.
I'm a fan of my own car.
You gotta be the biggest fan of your own car.
I fall in love with it every single time.
That's how you know you bought the right car, legitimately. Like,
sometimes I'm just sitting there, I'm looking at it like after I wash it or something, and I'm just like dang, that's my car.
I was gonna say you got to do the look back every time, like
every time.
100%.
You know that meme when he's the guy's looking back at the girl like. Ooh.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend's looking at him. Yeah, that's me, the senator, both of them. My old senator and my new.
100%. Yeah. And even the gearbox, you know, even though you haven't really done anything to the gearbox, it still drives. It's pretty responsive. Like you just have that fraction of a second, but it's not that much. So honestly, you can totally roll with this.
Rolling into it's so great.
Yeah.
And then even when you drop it, as long as you've got control, even though it lights up the tires, it still handles very well. As long
as you're not being you're absolutely not flat-footing this thing. Like it's
I don't think I have been completely flat-footing this. Like you can't do that on the roads.
Listen to that. It's got a good note to it, eh?
Go for it.
Can you get into it? Yeah. Lucky we got them HSV brakes, eh?
Might have to check them after this.
Oh, it's good fun.
Everyone's loving it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting in trouble this thing, wouldn't it?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, this thing is sick.
It's too fun.
It's so fun. And the noise is great.
It just glides. It's like, it's natural. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a vibe. I always say these cars, like, especially when they're just done nicely like this one, you just can't not smile when you're in them. Like, yeah, it's too good. But guys, look, we're going to finish the video off here. So, Jay, thank you so much. The car, the E3, the baddie E3.
Yeah.
the baddie 3, whatever we say.
Bad E3,
yeah,
baddie,
this
whatever.
thing, it's hot. The color, the spec of it, you know, inside, outside, just the noise. It's it's a lot of fun. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button. See you on the next one.